Well, hello, here we are. Technical difficulties and all. I was supposed to remove myself from the stream when I switched from the countdown to my intro, but we're here. We're here for a Mrs. Sassy Sunday stream. I believe it's number 12. I missed last week because I was not feeling well at all. I was supposed to drop a pre-recorded video because I was going to be at Filipino Meatball's Tiny Human's birthday party at noon, and so I wasn't going to be able to be live, but that just didn't work out either. So I'm sorry that I was absent. However, we are back and sassier than ever. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff went down this week. Specifically, I want to say Friday. As recent as Friday, some stuff dropped regarding our kids and transgender and affirming and all of that stuff. So we're going to get into that today. I hope you all are well. Let's see. So today we're having another heat wave in Arizona. I've about had it with this heat. I'm ready to put some fall decor out, but it's just like right now it says it's 105, but I think we're on tap to have 113 today. So I'm going to just go through some of the comments, say hello to everybody, kind of let everybody get in before we start all of our topics. I have a lot. There's a lot of tabs on this screen over here of stuff to talk about. So Hostman, thank you so much for stopping by earlier. That might have been yesterday, 419 yesterday. Yes, I hope you guys like my thumbnail. I needed something to attract the attention of people who might be as angry as I am regarding what's been going on recently. So we'll talk about it. R2 stopped by. Thank you. I'll try to have a great stream. I always try. Stephen, hello. Good to see you. Always can count on you being here. DeBeast, same. Always here. I appreciate you. Hope you are doing well. And there's Jacob. Jacob, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing better after your catastrophe on Friday with your rooster. I'm so sorry about that again. That was awful. All right, Biker Mike, how are you? I hope you are doing well. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. Oh, there's Cannoli Sasquatch. He's in the other room watching football with his headphones on. You know what? You got to do what you got to do. Football's important. Even though I couldn't tell you anymore who plays for the Giants. I used to know a lot of the players, and now I just don't. Daniel Jones, quarterback. That's all I know. Miss Eli Manning. Let's see. So, yeah, I know. She was not trans. Well, we're going to get into that too. It was like, I'm telling you, some of the stuff that came out this week was just maddening. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't get where we're going with all of these thoughts and stuff, but it's really on my last nerve. So like last night I was going through, sometimes I do like TikTok. I know it's toxic. I know. However, on the flip side of it, when you go through TikTok and you go through the For You page and you go through the For You Live page, it is, last night I was extremely disturbed at how many trans people I saw. And I don't know if these people are happy. I really don't know if these people are happy. It doesn't look like they are. I guess what I don't understand is, how is this such a big thing all of a sudden? How come we went for decades with people being okay in their bodies, and then all of a sudden there's this new epidemic where everybody is in the wrong body, everybody's the wrong gender? And I was just watching it last night, and person after person after person is just not presenting as they were born, like with what gender they were born with. And it's so weird. It's just so weird. It's so concerning. There's got to be something in the water. Got to be something in the water. Hi, Jessica Jade. How are you? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's hot, and my sympathies are with you. My sympathies are with you for the hot weather, because I've got a fan on right here too, because you have to have circulating air at all times. in this house. The air conditioning can only do so much. It will only do so much. So anyway, we are going to get started and just kind of talk about, let me get off this comment real quick. We're going to just dive right into it. And as people come by, we're just going to say hi as people drop in. Like, there you go. See the Gourd King. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Trans is the new pharmaceutical money maker, it seems. It is too. And I have my thoughts on that as well. I mean, you are a slave to the pharmaceutical companies if you choose to transition, because you do rely on them for the rest of your life. And absolutely, that's what it is too. Let's see, Jacob. The trans shit is going towards legalizing pedophilia because they're pushing the whole kids can decide what gender they can be. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I do actually, and I also have like some stories, Beard of Liberty too wanted me to talk about a story on here, or a story that was circulating about a mom who, I think she pushed her kid into thinking she was a different gender. I have to pull it up again, but it was pretty interesting that parents also are involved in all of this. And here's a good segue. So the situation is right now is on, let's see, this was on Friday. Okay. So California passes a bill punishing parents who don't affirm trans kids in battle custodies. So basically what this means is if you are, sharing custody with a spouse or an ex-spouse, and you guys have a difference of opinion on whether or not your child should be affirmed, you can actually lose custody of your child. Hey, Zax, thanks for making it this time. Just kidding. Let's see. Okay, you guys. Oh, there we go. I'm telling you. So on Friday night, my StreamYard was really acting shitty, really bad, where I could not like pull up comments, or if I did, they were coming up like really, really slowly. So I will try to show everybody's comments. If I just read the comment, that's because I just can't pull it up. Let's see. I want to read this. Speaking of pharmaceuticals, if drug dealers called themselves the farmers market, they'd seem less threatening. Absolutely correct. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So what it actually means is if you disagree with the other parent about sterilizing your kid, you lose custody. And this is Elon Musk, who was making a lot of comments on this topic on Friday. So the California State Assembly passed a bill on Friday that would require judges in child custody cases to consider whether a parent has affirmed a child's beliefs that they are transgender. Okay, so you basically have to agree with your child's affirmation, or you can lose custody of your child. And I would like to, let's see, hold on. An amendment in June added to the state standard of what constitutes parental responsibility for child welfare, requiring that parents must be affirming of a child's gender identity if they are to be judged fit for providing for health, safety, and welfare of the child. Great. So now not only do you have to provide that or information that you have your child's best interest at heart, meaning you can provide them with room, shelter, food, a good living arrangement, but now you have to actually agree that if your child wants to be affirmed of the different gender, you have to say that you're going to do it, or you can lose custody. That's insane. Medical neglect is legitimate cause for removal. Lumping in gender care in that is wrong. So you know what? I want to move to this other story because it goes along the lines with it. And then we're going to go to what somebody in the court system was actually talking about as far as supporting this for affirming your child. So this is a story I wanted to talk about a few weeks ago, but I never got to it. And I feel like it's actually really interesting now. This gentleman did actually make it onto What is a Woman documentary. And because they were talking about how this Canadian father was jailed after misgendering daughter lands went okay. Oh, sorry, he was jailed, okay, after misgendering his daughter. Like, so this is a perfect example. Him and his wife are divorced, and the wife wanted to affirm the child, and the father was super, super against it, but didn't know where his rights were as far as the gendering of your child. So he says one day your child is healthy and the next day your child is on testosterone. So in this particular case, the daughter, his daughter, wanted to affirm to a boy, but I don't know if this person was being. Oh, hey, Beard. I was just talking about you. Let's see if I can. My comments again. I'm having a lot of trouble with StreamYard, so I don't know if I'm gonna be. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, no kidding. I have your story pulled up, and I was just chatting about you. That you had brought up something great. Hey, you're a barmy. How are you? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. So this right here, so a Canadian father who was thrown in jail after misgendering his gender-confused teenage daughter has scored a legal win with the British Columbia Court of Appeal. So when What is a Woman was being filmed, he was actually in jail, and he had to do a phone call like interview with Matt Walsh when he wanted to talk about what was going on. He was actually jailed, I believe, for a time period. Let's see. So a judgment earlier this month said Robert Hoogland did not have to spend any more time behind bars. So he was in jail for not agreeing to affirm his child. Now, this is Canada. Canada, we all know how Canada is a lot crazier than the United States, but we're doing this shit now. Let's see. He did not have to spend any more time behind bars, and the court dropped an order for him to pay a $30,000 fine. So this dad was in jail for not supporting the affirmation of his child, and was going to have to pay $30,000, a $30,000 fine because he did not agree with the affirmation of his child. Let's see. I would expect that I would finish, if not all of that 6 months, a big chunk of it in prison. Oh, that's right. Because see, he told the Daily Wire phone interview, this is a huge win because what it does, it's not setting hold on. I can speak English. Hold on. What it does is it was setting a precedence, and what they wanted was a real, oh my God, I can't speak. Deterrent for parents, especially when they are standing up against the trans agenda with what's being pushed through the schools by the school counselors of all these different things. Yeah, see, he was featured anonymously in the Daily Wire documentary, What is a Woman, took legal action after a Canadian children's hospital in 2018 told him his daughter, who was then just 13, was going to be injected with the testosterone, despite Hoogland refusing to give his consent. In British Columbia, the Infants Act permits minors consent to their own trans treatments if doctors think it's in their best interest. Yeah, so there you go. I'm telling you, this has already been happening elsewhere. When I was a teen, I went around telling my parents I was a boy. Thank goodness that I talk about this quite often here on my show as well. I went through the same thing with our daughter. We went through the same thing with our daughter when she was young, about 11 years old. And she felt the same way. And I let her do what she needed to do, but I wasn't going to go any further than letting her dress a certain way, cutting her hair if she wanted to. But as far as going this far and injecting testosterone, I was going to make her go through endless amounts of gender affirming counseling, which of course she never did because it was all bullshit. It's called social media and being influenced. Hi, Logical Spock. Thanks for coming by. So and that's the thing too. Like I said earlier, I was watching TikTok last night, just going through the For You page and the live For You page. And I just can't believe how many people out there are this confused and just really think that they were born. How I don't understand how many people can be born in the wrong body. how many people, this percentage of these people thinking that they are in the wrong body is beyond me. I don't understand it. It confuses me. So anyway, I'm glad to see that this guy is having some headway, and getting things done on his end, because he was real. I mean, this poor guy lost. I mean, he had to go to jail just to stand up for his kid. That's how hardcore it is back there. It's just, and I could, like, California is going to be just like this. This is exactly what's going to happen in California. Is you are going to get locked up if you don't support your child affirming. Wearing whatever clothes you want and cutting your hair different ways is not permanent. Right. And that's exactly why I allowed her to go through the motions of what she needed to do, because I wasn't going to go any further than that. And since then, yeah, she's definitely done with that whole gender thing. That lasted like maybe 2 years or so, but now she doesn't even know what she wants to do with her hair. Like, she's always changing. So my point is that our kids can't even decide on the hair color that they want or a hairstyle that they want. They're changing things all the time to try to figure out who they are. And we're going to let these kids choose their genders and make these permanent, lifelong decisions that a lot of people have regretted as well. But they don't let your children drink or vote before the correct age, and don't let them do hard drugs either, even if they identify as a drug addict. I know exactly. That's the thing. We have all of these rules and stipulations in place in other aspects to protect our kids from making the wrong decisions. But at the age of 11, we can allow our children to make affirmation decisions, and we have to support them, or we're the bad parents if you live in California. I also felt I was more of a tiger than a bear, but here we are. Plus, I think White Tiger is the name of an 80s hair metal band. I think that you're right. Let's see, if this level of trans occurred in any other animal population, we've been checking for chemical spills. I'm telling you, there's got to be something in the water. I don't understand. No, you can't. You can't even get tattoos without a parent's consent before you're 18, I believe. So yeah, there's so many things. We won't let our kids smoke before 18 because it's harmful to their health, but we'll let them. Here, let's just bring up this picture real quick before we go back to this video. It's on here somewhere. It was really, okay, here you go. Here is, and I'm telling you, this child does not look but 13 years old. Okay. And this has to be parents' consent. So here we go. This is what, right here. Yeah, StreamYard's acting up again. I apologize, you guys. Just bear with me. It was working well before. Okay, so right here. This person right here was a girl into a boy, and you can show they had the top surgery. Now, you mean to tell me that this kid isn't more than 13 years old? Look how young this kid looks. And we allowed this because you don't think that this person is going to regret this when they get older? This is sad. Look at this. Does this person look happy? I could never. You're right, Beard. It is so wrong. It is so absolutely wrong. Right, Jessica, that young. That's what I'm saying. This person right here, like, if I really went through and like my daughter wanted to wear binders and she wore sports bras to try to make sure that her boobs weren't, showing when she was going through her gender identity crisis. Yes, Debise, that it's horrible. It's irreversible damage. And the doctors that are the doctors that are allowing this to happen, if I was a doctor, my morals would, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be able to do this on kids. I would have to take a moral stance and say, forget it. But when you see pictures like this right here, now I don't know about you, but does this person look happier before the transition? She's smiling there, and now that we've got a double mastectomy, and I think it's funny that we're covering up the nipples. So even though we're now a man and it's okay for a men to show their nipples, why, oh God, that scar, that double mastectomy scar like that for somebody who didn't have to have their boobs chopped off, who wasn't fully probably done developing either. That's what I think the biggest thing is that they're not done developing yet, and we've made this surgery. Oh, okay. Let's see. Steven's going to start smoking in front of baby carriages in protest. Absolutely. You should. You absolutely should. Hi, Words of Paradise. I'm not bringing comments up on the screen because StreamYard has been acting weird since Friday. So I am just going to read your guys' comments. I hope that's okay. But yes, don't worry. I'm glad that you're here, Words of Paradise. We're only 21 minutes in, and we're just talking about the sadness of the world. And I hate to be that stream that brings everybody down, but I also want to educate and just, we talked about the California bill being passed now, where a parent, if you're divorced, and one of the parents doesn't want to support your child, affirming they could lose custody. And it's just really sad, and it breaks my heart because I went through this with my child, and you just let's see. It's okay for the man playing woman to show nipples on the White House lawn. I know, you're right. I showed that during Pride Month. I showed that too. They were proud of that, of their top surgery, and they were showing their scars and stuff. And I think it's oh, I did see. Okay, I sent you an article. Yeah, I saw that something popped up, Whitey. So let me. I'll go ahead and take a look at that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know how much you can read of it, but it's an amazing story in the worst ways. Yeah. There's just so many of this, you guys, and I really just want to keep us educated, and I want to help protect our kids. I don't know how much I have, but so this woman right here, so this was posted on September 8th, and we talked about that bill being passed. So there's this woman here that basically is stating how important it is. I don't know why things have been acting weird. I don't know. Oh, hold on a second. Hang on, guys. Okay, there's like two different things where it's showing how the video is playing. So the medical industry needs a mass delicensing followed by a tribunal. I'm saying that wrong. I know, words are hard, to punish anyone who will participate in this. That's the problem. So it's backwards. So we're being punished if we're not participating in it, if you're not supporting somebody like this here. So this woman, who, I'm not making fun of bald people, but I don't know who she identifies as, but this person here is a family law and gender identity. And she's going to tell us why it's so important as a parent to support our children that want to transition. So let's play this real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Like I said, everything's running really, really slow, guys. So just hang in there with me. I appreciate you, which it sucks because this stream in particular, I share a lot of screens. So see, I'm currently sharing. There we go. Any gender affirming care that involves surgery and drugs and medical malpractice, full stop. I'll die on this hill. I'm right with you, DeBeast. I'm absolutely with you. It's ridiculous. All right, let's listen to this person explain. Let me know if you guys can't hear it. I think we're okay. But this person right here is going to tell you why it's important to support. StreamYard was acting whack on our system last night, too. I thought it was just my computer. No, Friday's show was rough. I even got kicked out for a minute, and two other of my co-hosts had to keep it going. I know, honey. I saw it, Cannoli. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here in a second. But anyway, StreamYard's been acting really weird. Like, I can't even really bring up comments. There's a big delay. So hold on. Let's go ahead and play this.
That parents affirm their children. They have since the dawn of time.
Okay, wait,
typically,
I don't understand what she's saying. Parents have affirmed their kids since the dawn of time. I don't remember ever having this issue when I was younger. And I don't think that my in-laws had this issue when they were younger. And I don't remember my grandparents talking about having this issue when they were younger. So I'm not really sure what she's talking about when she's saying that we've been affirming our kids since the dawn of time. No, that's okay. I know, Whitey. I'm telling you, there's something weird going on with everybody's systems right now. They don't want us to talk about this stuff. So no, yeah, I gotcha, Whitey. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. So I don't understand why we've been affirming kids since the dawn of time. I don't know what she means by that, but
it happens when their gender identity expression matches their biological gender. But what happens is when it doesn't, that's when the affirmation starts to wane. And that's what we're dealing with here. Although it's called the TGI Bill, they're not mentioned anywhere in the law. What's mentioned in the law is the child's gender identity and expression and the parent's affirmation of that, whatever it is, because that is our duty as parents to affirm our children.
let me tell you guys something right now. If it was our duty to affirm our child every time they said that they wanted to be something, my kid would probably not be here. If I would have, listen, I have done from a parent standpoint. Yeah, she doesn't look normal, Cannoli. We all know my daughter. Listen, I'm just going to tell y'all. So she has severe OCD and anxiety with ADHD and autistic tendencies, a tic and a mood disorder since she was 9 years old. Okay. And it's been a long journey. And when you have somebody who suffers from those issues, and then you have all of this social media bullshit telling you you need to be X, Y, and Z in order to fit in somewhere, if you affirmed every time a child with her issues wanted to be or do something, which I did, mind you, I did try to make this child happy, short of taking her for testosterone or chopping off her boobs. I couldn't even bring myself to buy her a binder. Okay, so my point is that it is our job as parents. You know, as a parent, deep down inside, what your child truly wants to be. Okay. You know, I knew she was always girly. She was always wearing dresses and walking around in little pretend high heels and playing with baby dolls and obsessed with Broadway and obsessed with everything girly. And I didn't force that upon her. That's who she was. Then all of a sudden, one day she wakes up and she wanted to be a boy. I knew that that wasn't true. Oh, can you turn? I just realized I didn't turn that on. Maybe that's why I'm so dark. Oh, there. Hello, people. The light is on. Now you can see my bags. So my point is it's supplement time. Cannoli's taking his supplements. I'm watching football on the on his earpieces. Anyway, so my point is that it is our job as parents to protect our kids, not to give in every single time. And I'm going to tell you right now, I gave in to my daughter. I cut her hair off. Okay, you guys, I cut my daughter's hair off to make her happy. I, did a lot of different hairstyles for her. She did split dyes and we were changing the color every week. And I've done everything that I possibly could to make my child happy. So much so that several weeks ago, she wanted her hair dyed again. She wanted it bleached blonde. And I knew better than doing that, but I wanted to make her happy. And I fried my poor kid's hair off. Like, we were on a hair journey because we cut all of her hair off. We finally grew it out, and then we fucked it up again because I was trying to affirm my child, trying to make my child happy. Okay? So she has changed her hair color and her hairstyle and how she wants to present herself style-wise so many times that if I would have gone from a more permanent angle, I would have really, I felt devastated. You guys, that was the day that we had bag face on and I drank myself silly because I made a decision that I knew probably wasn't the best one, but I was trying to make her happy. So if a parent every time tried to do something to make their parent happy, and it included medical transitioning like this and all of that stuff, I would have killed my kid. I literally would have killed my kid. So, and then she went from, we screwed up her hair to, we had another solution. And then 2 weeks later, we dyed it a different color, not technical dye because it would fry her hair, but she wanted to be a different hair color and use her real hair. And you guys, my point is that they're all over the place. Let's see, words of paradise. Damn, me and your daughter got a lot in common. ADHD and autistic tendencies are rough. Awesome that she's managing it properly. That's the problem though. She's not. And I wish I could say she was. The OCD, the obsessive compulsive thoughts are the thing that she struggles with the most. And she is still struggling a lot. We have her on medications, which I was really against at such a young age, but maybe I could do a mental health stream one time and talk to you guys about our journey that I went through with a 9-year-old who didn't want to get out of bed. It was the worst time of a parent's life is when your child doesn't want to get out of bed at 9 years old. Like who even goes through that? When you're 9, what problems do you have? But when everything's not lined up, you can suffer. Hey, Bohan, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And my Nadia's here. Nadia, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Jessica, I was acting boyish because I didn't want to be sexualized as a teen, not because I felt like I was in the wrong body. You know what? She kind of went through that too, my daughter. There was a situation with a boy, and it didn't go too far, but he made her feel a certain way because she was a girl. And she had her own reasons why, but then it sent her in, her obsessive thought sent her on a spiral, a downward spiral. And she didn't cope well with some things after having a boyfriend. So unfortunately, yeah, things can happen like that too. So now, just to recap, California wants you guys to or you have to be an affirming, supportive parent, or you will get your child taken away. Which I can't even right now. So, but here's what happens. Hey, Tim's Talk, how are you? Once again, I can't bring up comments. StreamYard is acting super autistic today. It was acting that way on Friday. So I'm just going to say hi to you guys. Even sharing my screen has been a struggle, but that's how I do this show. So I have to keep doing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Cannoli is kindly sharing everybody's channel in the description. So please go follow all of my friends. Everybody who's here supporting me deserves a follow. They have great content, and because I don't hang out with boring people. So if they're in my chat, they're good people and they deserve a follow. I found this article kind of going along the lines of how harmful transitioning children can be when it's not taken seriously. Everybody just thinks that they should transition and it should just be okay. And we should just if your son comes up to you and was like, hey, Dad, I think I want to start wearing a dress. And you're like, cool, go for it. By the way, use the girls' bathroom. Here's what it can be very, very harmful to our children. And I'm going to share this screen. Like I said, it's going to take a second for me, but I found this. This happened during Pride Month. Jessica, I don't hang out with boring people. That's right. I don't hang out with boring people. So if you're in my chat, you deserve a follow. Okay, it's sharing. Hold on. It's taking a second. This is, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I don't know. I mean, Jesus, we pay, what, $30 a month for this shit to happen? Okay, there we go. Just hang in there with me, guys. I appreciate your patience, but I can't do this show without sharing screens. This is my whole thing. I even tried sharing before the show and it worked. Okay. So let's take a quick listen to what this person has to say right here. It's pretty disturbing. Let me make sure my volume is up because we can only do this once.
15-year-old daughter was raped. She was raped in a bathroom by a boy wearing girls' clothes, and the Loudoun County School Board covered it up because it would have interfered with their transgender policy during Pride Month. And that man, Scott Smith, because he went to a school board and tried to defend his daughter's rights, was condemned internationally. Do you apologize to Scott Smith and his 15-year-old daughter, Judge?
Senator, anyone whose child was raped is the most horrific crime I can imagine, and is certainly entitled and protected by the First Amendment to protest to their school board about this.
But he was cited by the School Board Association
as a
domestic terrorist, which we now know that letter and those reports were the basis for your judgment.
No,
this is
that's wrong.
Shameful. Judge, this is shameful. This testimony, your directive, your performance is shameful.
That's not.
Thank God you are not on the Supreme Court. You should resign in disgrace, Judge.
Yeah, we have some bad people. Oh, I was thinking about that. Cannoli just said that video might get a strike. Well, now I'm screwed. You know what? I don't know how I'm going to run this channel and talk about things that are, oh God. I know, because because the word grape was in there. Hey, Flaccid, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Well, you know what? I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm trying to educate. This is real life stuff. This is like courtroom stuff, and you can't talk about it. But he's right. I might get flagged. I don't know, you guys. Good Lord. If this stream gets taken down, yeah, see, he's a senator from Missouri. I should be able to talk about what's going on in our laws, but yet I got a... Oh, yeah, everybody, Sheep's in the chat. Sheep's in the chat. Ken is here. No, I think you'll be fine. I don't think that's strike worthy this late into the video. Well, here's the thing. My video got taken down 2 Sundays ago because I late into the stream, I did play a video, or no, I talked about an article talking about the COOF and what it certain things it was causing medically, and I got it taken down for medical misinformation, although I was reading an article that had to do with oh, you could go through the editing software on YouTube and just clip out the word. Yeah, I know it's called censorship. I know, Stephen, it's ridiculous. I think if you were monetized, it would be flagged as limited, but not full on strike. I'm scared now because I don't even know what I'm allowed to talk about. Hey, Hunty, your phone must be working. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. So anyway, I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I know it's for all of our protection. You're right, Stephen. We don't want to offend anybody. But the other stuff that we can talk about, it's so weird, the stuff that we're able to talk about. I'm not promoting that word. I'm not promoting that act. But I am certainly just wanting to talk about how terrible it is and what is happening as a result to letting people just throw on a dress and be whoever they want to be. Let me check my messages because Whitey sent me something. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is funny, Whitey. I did have this listed to talk about, but this is better. Yes, I did have this to talk about. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to bring this up real quick then. I appreciate you. I've said far worse than that in the video on my streams and videos. I've never once been flagged. All right, words. I'm telling you, if they get on me, I'm going to have you be my lawyer and back me up. But I know it's really silly. I could not believe I got dinged for talking about what I talked about because I was just relaying information that I was reading. It wasn't even like I was making it up. It's so frustrating. All right, we're gonna share this screen really quick. It's gonna take a second. Talk amongst yourselves. You know what? Here, I'm gonna start reading it as it's trying to share. But this story was at the top of my list actually to talk about. But there was a situation where a person transitioned. The school actually convinced this person to transition. Yeah, I didn't get a strike, Zax, but I got a warning. And my video, my Sassy stream number 9 with Megan Rapone or whatever the hell her name is on it, it got taken down. So I didn't get a strike, but I got a warning. And I did go through the policy information. And when you talk about the COOF and if it and it causing any sort of damage medically, you can get in trouble. And I did specifically speak on that, but I also have firsthand experience because I'm in the field. And so I got in trouble. I have to hop off because we're on our way to record our next episode, but have a good stream. Okay, honey, take care. Thank you so much. I think she meant video was flagged. Well, it was, yeah. So I don't know what the correct verbiage is, but it was flagged. It was taken down. I tried to get it put back up, even offering to remove, because that was such a small part of the stream. It was such a small part. It was towards the end, and it was a really good stream, and I really wanted it to stay up. But no, they removed the entire stream and gave me a warning for medical misinformation. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, so this is really small on my end, but let's read this. So this is Sage Blair. I'll show you guys the picture while I read the article right here. So, I can't do that because I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so her school transitioned her to a male without letting her grandparents or adoptive parents know, and encouraged her to use the boys' bathroom despite her getting specific threats. She had a psychotic breakdown, ran away, got kidnapped, got that word I want to mention, and was I'm just going to let you guys read that on your own. I don't want to get flagged. She was eventually rescued, but the public defender claimed that the parents weren't sufficiently affirming of her, Sage's, gender identity due to her grandfather, adoptive father, calling her she when overcome with emotion, so the parents weren't allowed to have her back. Okay. She got put in a boys' juvenile facility since she was a boy, and while there was and there she was assaulted again. She escaped the facility and was once kidnapped, starved, and tortured. Eventually, she was rescued and reunited with her parents, but she has to go to tremendous amounts of therapy for the rest of her life. The grandparents, adoptive parents, are now suing the Virginia School Board where it originally started, the school counselors and the public defender. It's absolutely insane that Sage had to suffer so much because all the school didn't. Oh my God, why can't I read words? It is absolutely insane that Sage had to suffer so much, all because the school didn't say anything to her parents in the beginning. There you go. So this person right here was pushed into transitioning, and then you can just see all of the things that happened afterwards. It was just a downward spiral. This is the stuff that's happening. And I'd like to know the backstory as to why her school transitioned to her. Like, did this child come up with like problems? And I guess YouTube is butt backwards on what's allowed when it comes to whom is posting. They don't mind the larger channels. I know, auntie. I know. That's what bothers me. The stuff that I hear people talking about that I listen to, and then I get flagged with a warning for just talking about an article that Dr. Drew was in, a doctor. Anyway, so yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous that this child was allowed to do this. I like bass backwards. Pig Latin, bass backwards. So this brings me to the story that Beard of Liberty actually, let's see, share this tab instead. Maybe that will allow things to move a little bit quicker. Hold on. Yeah, Tim, I think groomed is probably right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to switch my screen. Was trying to do it. There we go. Let's see. Good. The school needs to be sued. It should not be up to the schools to. Yeah, that's the thing. But I'm going to show you some other articles where the schools are actually doing that. And that's the problem. Like they have a classroom that all it does is promote this ideology for young kids. And when you're constantly surrounded by it, it seems like the fun thing to do. It's going to encourage them to want to be like that. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit here. No. Let's go back. Hold on a second. So Beard of Liberty shared this with me, and this is quite concerning. So mom takes trans indoctrination from her daughter. Photo of her daughter. She looks like a normal girl. Terminally online trans user seat. The kid looks more miserable. You're miserable because you didn't join our cult. So I guess because this, hang on, let me pull this up real quick and see what this says. What does this say here? I didn't affirm my daughter. I removed her from the contagion, which within months she pulled what I called a cease and desist. She saw the truth and left the cult. Over a year later, she's thriving more than ever ever was involved in gender craze. So I think what the story is saying here is that this is her as the girl that she was born to be, but they're saying that she looked happier here. I don't know. But her shirt says, woman is an adult human female. I don't know if they're saying that she looks happier in one picture or the other, but then she's wearing a sweatshirt here. I don't know. Let's see. Well done. This is brave. Let us know how it went. Oh, she's been wearing her AHF shirts the last 2 years on her own accord. She faced brutal harassment and bullying, and she's only doubled down. You know, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Looks like a normal middle school kid, right, Beard? Absolutely. I just, it's just exhausting for these kids. Also, the mother has a history of being reported to CPS. Never let your kids speak to school counselors. They're not on your family's side. They will weaponize your vulnerable kids against you in retaliation. My most recent CPS case just closed unfounded. The counselor reported me the day I advised I was filing title against. Oh, so she was filing against the school. She was reported to CPS for filing a claim against the school because she thinks the schools are indoctrinating their children. So you're reported to Child Protective Services. Cool. That's really cool. So you can't even protect. I'm telling you guys, I was going to be reported to CPS for taking my kid out of a mental health facility that was actually causing more harm than good because they were giving her the wrong medication that I did not approve of. And that she wasn't even on. Well, here's the thing. So we're going to transition real quick. It isn't who you want to be. It's conform to non-conformity or be excommunicated from society. That's exactly what it is. And I just wanted to let you guys know, if you were not aware, that Eve, like Adam and Eve was our first trans person. So let's go ahead and we're going to share this screen. It's going to take a minute, yada, yada, yada. I tried to close some of my screens hoping that this would make it easier. But this person here wanted to give you some education on the first trans woman. And it was actually Eve, because Eve was created from a rib that Adam gave us. So that means that we actually have male chromosomes DNA because we were given. Yeah, Jessica, I know. Hold on. The video's loading. StreamYard better get their shit together, because I don't know how content creators can even do shows if they share, especially somebody like me who just does a solo show and relies on all of these videos and articles. It really was Adam and Steve, Beard. It really was. Here we go. But these people have to convince them that this is how far back we're going to go. We're going to go all the way back to Adam and Eve, and we're going to make up this analogy in order to make ourselves feel better for transitioning. So this is what these people have to tell themselves now to get through the day. You know, all fetuses start off as a female in the womb, so would technically Adam be the first trans? Very good point, Leon. I like that. I think you might be right. Sassy Solo. That's right, R2. Sassy Solo. And I need StreamYard to work. My younger son told me that he thought the trans thing was becoming a trend when he said over half the cheerleaders claim to be binary. That defines all statistics I'm aware of. So sad for these kids. That's what I'm saying. It's the cool thing to do. It's the cool thing to do to be binary, non-binary, whatever the hell it is. It's all, and we're going to get into, there's another video where this person is disgusting and tells you what they want to be called. So this is real quick. Here's your Sunday morning service. We're going to talk about Eve being the first trans woman.
But did you know that Eve, the very first woman, as per the Bible, was made of Adam's rib bone? And because of this, Eve, if we're going to take it as literally as y'all like to, Eve would have had male DNA. So quite literally, if you were to have taken her DNA and looked at her chromosomes, which is another point randomly you guys like to make, it's like you believe in Adam and Eve, yet at the same time you like to quote science when you're attacking us. But anyways, if you were to look at the chromosomes of Eve, she would have Adam's chromosomes. So which is it? Are you going to call Eve a man now? Literally the very first woman? Are you actually going to call her a man? Because I thought...
First of all, women don't always talk like that. So if she wants to be a real woman, she needs to take some lessons on how we really talk. Okay.
But it didn't matter how many surgeries we had or how early we started hormones, etc. I thought it never mattered because you can't change your chromosomes.
Oh my God, it really does matter, because whether or not we got a rib from Adam, you bet you still can't birth a human being. Okay, so there's the difference. All right, so if that really was true, how come everybody can't birth babies?
I mean, I love me some God, I love me some Jesus, but check your facts.
Oh my God, check your facts, everyone. Just check your facts. So there you have it, everyone. Eve was the first trans woman because because Adam shared his rib. So yeah, there you go. So that's your new excuse. That is your new excuse. Let's see. We've shared something like 90% of the DNA with bananas. Does that mean we're all fruit? Yes. You listen, you're missing the point. You can identify as anything that you want these days, and we all have to support you, or we're the bad people. So please, yes. So everybody, Bad Take Bohan would like to be a banana. I was taken from the room of a woman, therefore I am a woman. That is correct, Gord King. Jessica, I mean, I have my dad's DNA and I'm still not a man. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you. You're absolutely right. Right there. Woman gets a heart transplant from a man, she becomes a man. Exactly, Cannoli. Yeah, see, that's the thing now. So because you have a man's heart, it changes your entire DNA chromosome makeup. There are so many holes in the logic, both from a scientific and a theological standpoint. Absolutely, Leon. I totally agree with you. Someone is going for the gold medal in mental gymnastics. Absolutely. And the way that she talks is like, I could listen to her forever. Vex states, hey, Vex, I'm still having problems with StreamYard, by the way. It sucks a big one. Trans implies transforming from one thing to another. Eve was basically born of Adam, just like a child is born of a woman. Also, cloning does not adhere to a strict replica. Exactly. That is 100% right there. Mic drop. We're going to end the show. Bex summed it up. We're done. It's sickening that's how far that these people are going. That's how far these people are going to try to sell this thought process, this logic. They want this to be such a thing so badly that they're willing to go all the way back to Adam and Eve and dissect this biblical happening, if you will. Oh, let's see. How can you even know this since none of us were even sperm and sacs when Adam and Eve were around? I think they need a brain transplant. Oh, well, here's the thing. Good segue, Hunty, because I actually have a brain segment, a trans brain segment. So hold, please. We're going to find that right now. Good segue, my friend. I think it's the next one. Nope. We're going to get into sing-songy in here in a second. What's this one? Come on. Okay, here you go. Let me pause this. So we're going to talk about males who transition are really biological women because they have feminine brains. Okay, so here we go. It's going to take a minute because StreamYard is still shit. So 1 second, but this is a really good take on what brains you really have. So that's another thing. So they want a brain transplant, but you don't need one because everything's already ready to go for you. Okay, Jacob says, so since God made man from dirt, does that mean I can go outside and pick up some dirt from my yard and form a living, breathing human? You know what? That headline made no sense. I know. It doesn't make any sense. But these people are trying so hard to make this make sense for them that they are going to die on a hill sounding like complete morons to get their point across. And I have to say, when I listen to these videos and these people talk, my head hurts because I'm really trying to figure out what they're trying to say. Video's still trying to share, by the way. Video's still trying to share. fucking streaming hard. Words of Paradise. What the fuck is a female brain? I love chick flicks. Wait, am I trans? Well, honey, listen. You do have an alternate personality called Leona. So I'm just going to leave that there. You might. I don't think I have a feminine brain, but it does have a tramp stamp. You guys, this day and age, you can do whatever you want now. That's the point. This person is going to tell you, and it hurts my head. So maybe you guys can help dissect what this person is trying to say. First of all, I think this is trying to be a woman. Biological has about as much meaning as science these days. That is true too. That is absolutely true because nobody's standing by any of it. It's whatever you think. And I think that this person makes that type of a point. So let's play this real quick. Hold on.
Okay, so this is gonna get a lot of people mad, but the harsh reality is that trans women are actually biologically women. I know it's like super shocking, but the most important sex determining organ in your body is actually your brain. And there's a lot of research to show that trans women have brains that are very much in alignment with our gender identity. I know, shocker. So anybody that runs around and tries to tell you, oh, sex and gender, it's so different. The truth is, it's a lot more complicated than that, and anybody who tries to call trans women biological males are coping and seething. So you should make fun of them.
Okay. All right. So, boys in the chat, men in the chat, I want you to do something for me. If it's in your brain and you can just do whatever you want, I want your brains to tell you guys to grow a human being. If trans women are women, why do you have to attack a trans at the beginning? Attack a trans at the beginning. Oh my God, what this computer? Things are moving in and out. Harsh reality. If this thing should try to survive in the desert and see how harsh that reality is. I just don't understand the logic. I thought that feminine was a construct. Who cares about brains? Zombies eat all brains, regardless of gender. Oh, based on this dumb fucker's logic, how do you explain the hormone factor that is triggered by the brain in the female body to bleed, secrete, lactate? Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. So if it's all up in the brain, then you should be able to, these trans women should be able to have their brains tell their bodies, I need you to go ahead and create a uterus, and I need you to go ahead and grow a human being for me. Oh, by the way, I need some eggs too, because I can't do that without that. So brain, start talking. These people are fucking batshit crazy. They've lost their minds. But there are so many people, you guys, on TikTok that are just spewing this bullshit out all the time. And they're just, I think I tried Mrs. Sassy and all I got was a kidney stone. Exactly. Because it's just fucking ridiculous. You know what? If Cannoli's not doing anything later, I'm going to see if he can just try to menstruate. If his brain wants to tell him to menstruate. I think he's trying to say that women are illogical and unstable. Well, you mind your business, Zax. Maybe we are. That's the problem with TikTok. Hopefully he got stitched. I'm sure he did. Like, you know, of course I got this. A lot of the stuff I get is off of Twitter. But like I was saying last night, I was just going through my For You page and the live part of it and just watching people. And it's fascinating, but it's really, really freaking sad because there's so many misguided people on there who just don't have a fucking clue. They don't. If you remove logical from biological, you're left with a Twitter bio. Oh, I like that. Very smart. All this predicated on the belief that trans folks have brains, which, to be fair, is still very much up for debate. I agree with you 100%. But here's the thing. Okay, so we're going to have sing-song time. Is everybody ready for a story? Or a song. So this person is an early childhood music specialist. He sings to kids about how gender is pretend and how children can be trans. Okay, everybody, it's going to take another 75 minutes to share my screen. I really wish this wasn't a thing. I apologize, but like I said, I can't do my show without this freaking, oh my God, he drives with his blinker on. I love that. I really wish, listen, I don't know about you guys, but I hate people that don't use their blinkers. Like, don't be a dick and put your blinker on and just let me know you're coming over to my lane, because nothing is more rude as when you just, and if you do it in my chat, you can still hang out here. Just don't drive on my streets, because it's like there's nothing wrong with using a blinker. Oh, God. That's more evil than being trans, not using your blinker or keeping your blinker. What the fuck is an early childhood music specialist? That is the most retarded job title I've ever heard. Well, wait until you see this person. Hey, Ashes, how are you? That's my new friend that Nadia sent over to us on Friday. And guess what, Ashes? Our StreamYard still sucks. And I'm sitting here waiting for my screen to share, because solo podcasting, you rely on a bunch of screens to share. And I literally am just sitting here waiting for my screen to share. I don't know how much more of the show I can do like this. But I can't do it. I've got a lot to talk about. So we're just going to try to hang in there. Yes, use the damn blinkers. Thank you, Ashes. Use the damn blinkers. It's just common courtesy. Don't be a dick. Let me know you're coming over. Or don't drive with your blinker on for 5 miles and I'm on the freeway and I keep trying to let you in because I'm polite and you just are driving with your blinker on. Pay friggin' attention. So yes, this is an early childhood music specialist. Once again, okay, here, this is an unpopular opinion. Pick a fucking lane. I don't understand. Might want to get Discord ready for next week, Mrs. C. What does that mean? What does that mean? What's happening? Listen, here we go. Thank you, Zax. I appreciate your patience. Okay, can I just make an unpopular statement here? Pick a fucking lane. People that do this, that have hairy chests and beards and claim to be a woman, drives me absolutely batshit fucking crazy. I can't be one or the other. What the fuck is this? It makes no sense to me. Please. All right, I want you guys to listen to this song. This is apparently somebody who is allowed to. Oh, and see, I've blown up my screen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Delay. Okay, listen, everybody. It's sing-songy time. Ready? Here we go. In case StreamYard is still buggy. Oh, okay. Thank you. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because this isn't good. Well, I really hope you guys don't have trouble tomorrow night on your MMM show when you're trying to scrub. I mean, maybe if you just pull up one screen and scrub through, it might be okay, but this is ridiculous. Yes, I do remember when the bearded lady was a freak show. I do remember. Oh, sorry, Tim. It's ma'am. Pick a lane, pick a gender, pick a side, pick a game. Exactly. I just can't. These are the ones that drive me absolute crazy. So here we go. Everybody listen to the words. This is being sung to your children.
One day a child asked of me, can a boy become a girl? I said the idea of he and she is just a myth, you see. 'Cause gender's just pretend, yeah, gender's just pretend, though people will say that I am wrong. Gender's just pretend, yeah, gender's just pretend, you'll see it's true before too long.
So gender's just pretend. Oh, what did she say? Oh, look, a circus freak. Yep. Gender is just pretend. So, you mean to tell me right now, if a young child was to see this person singing a song, a beard with really bad eye makeup and hair that looks like that, wearing a dress, you mean to tell me your child wouldn't be confused? And gender is just pretend. Let's see. What does Bohan say? My husband never uses his blinker. I hope my younger son becomes a community service officer like he wants to be next summer so he can follow and keep ticketing my husband every time he leaves the house. Oh my God, that would be hysterical. That would be hysterical. I absolutely love that. Use your blinker, please. This is a type of fucker to have kitty materials on his computer, just saying. I absolutely agree with you. Okay, what the fuck? Ukulele is such an easy instrument to play. How the fuck is he this bad at playing it? Well, and I would say it's because his nails get in the way, but this is one person that actually isn't wearing fake nails with a beard. Oh my gosh, you guys. Leon, there's your backup dancer for Leona. Oh, yep, exactly. If gender is just pretend, why is he trying to dress as one of them? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. This stuff is making me like super frustrated and angry. I fucking can't do this anymore. Like talking about this stuff, I'm going to have to find some happier stuff to stream about too, because this stuff right here is just, it drives me absolutely crazy that this is what our kids are seeing. This is why my sister-in-law screens everything her son watches. You absolutely have to. I feel super offended that someone like this is allowed to have better facial hair than me. God truly has a sick sense of humor. Let me tell you something, Leon. I think that you having better hair than me is not fair, and God's playing tricks on us. So I'm just saying, you have much better hair, you brat. But yeah, I know this guy growing a beard here, it's ridiculous. The only thing pretending is that dress. I know. And just to like, who's even wearing that right now? Like, that's not even in style. My 6-year-old niece just walked in behind me and asked, what's wrong with that clown? Yeah, it's missing its nose. It's missing its nose, actually. Pretending it goes up in flames. Pretend it doesn't matter. Pretend I'm not your enemy. Pretend you're a man or you're a human. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I know. You're right, Vex. I really should. I should just have like a palette cleanser and just have a video of something, you know, when I can actually pull it up. But you're absolutely right. I need to have like palette cleansers. Oh, my grandma plays the ukulele with 3-inch nails. You know what? That's a true pro right there. So can't even blame it on the nails. Yeah, you're right, Leon. Touche. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we got a little music time. That was great. But if that's not bad enough, if the music isn't bad enough, I'm going to play one more. Oh, and then we're going to talk about this one it person who wants to be referenced. Oh, here we go. We're going to, I'm just going to talk about this. I'm not going to worry about pulling up my screen because it's going to take forever. But I wanted to talk about this, you guys. So if you're really interested, oh, hey, Zombie Main, how are you? You guys are on the TV in the front room, and the whole family is watching. Oh my gosh. Hello, whole family. Just a disclaimer, my StreamYard once again isn't working. Like, it didn't work really well on Friday night, so I'm having a lot of trouble pulling up screens. So the show seems a little wonky, and pulling up comments isn't really been easy either. So I appreciate your support. Hang in there. So we're going to talk about something real quick too. So if you guys are really interested and have enjoyed everything that you've seen in the beginning of the show, and you want to be a true supporter, Los Angeles Schools is starting something called a Rainbow Club. Okay. A Rainbow Club is for kids as young as 4 years old, where they can come ask questions and learn about LGBTQ+. So it's a 10-week district-wide virtual club for LGBTQ elementary students, their friends, and their grown-ups. Why would you use it grown-ups? Grown-ups? What about parents? Do we not want to use the term parents? Grown-ups to me sounds a little pedophilia-like, in my opinion. So let's see, TK through 5th grade. So I guess TK is like something kindergarten. So from 3:15 to 4:15 from September 13th. Oh, so it's coming this week. Hey, Dempsey, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. So basically, you can go to a 10-week program starting this week, September 13th through the November 15th. Let me read it a little bit. Rainbow Club is for elementary school students and their loved ones. From 3:15 to 3:30, we set aside time for caregivers and educators to ask questions and learn about group. At 3:30 p.m., our student-centered space begins. Guests of students are always welcome. Guests of students. Yeah, Ashes, they're grown-ups. And guests of students? What the F? Does that mean you want to bring your weird uncle in who's wearing a dress? This is what I'm talking about. And there's actually an email for somebody on here that we could email. I would love to email this person and have them on my show and go, what the fuck are you talking about? 10 weeks. It's the Rainbow Club. Oof, that's a doozy, kids. That's a doozy. So, and then here's a video. I'd like to share this. And then just one more thing about schools and stuff and how this is really coming to our schools. Let me pull this one up. Let me pull this one up. So this lady right here, and it's going to take a minute or two, things in my high school classroom that just make sense. And she is wearing a shirt. I'm just going to set up the context of this. She's wearing a shirt that says plants against gender norms. Now, she's got a bunch of different plants on there. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's any wording, but she's going to show you exactly what her high school classroom looks like. Wow. Okay, hold on. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Maybe during this, I should play 20 questions. I apologize, you guys, for this delay. StreamYard better get their shit together. I don't know if anybody else is having any of these issues. I know, Leon, you said you were having some, but to share a screen, and I thought it was because I had a couple of other people on my show. The only, here, thank you for comments. Let's see. The only time I get a chuckle hearing grown-ups is when said nephews and nieces are dismayed with me and grumble. See, there you go. Why are there so many movements about rainbows, and why is the other side rainbows aren't genders? That's all an illusion, and rainbows have nothing to say. The Rainbow Club just sounds like a Captain Planet knockoff. I wish they were all so innocent. Imagine what would happen if Reading Rainbow was still around. Oh, I know. You guys, you can't even talk about the rainbow. Like, I love rainbow stuff. And there's like shirts that have rainbows on them. And like, I can't, because they're going to get the wrong impression. Not that I don't support gay people, but I don't support all of this weird bullshit ideology. There we go. I can't even believe this, you guys. I don't think I'm going to share too many more videos, because there is one in particular that I want to show. That just drives me absolutely insane, but it's coming. Hold on, kids. $30 a month for this bullshit. And we're loading and loading and loading, and we're loading and we're loading and we're loading. So how is everyone today? How is everyone? Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for sticking with me. Why StreamYard can suck a big one. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm really annoyed. I do one show a week. One show. And this is the bullshit I have to deal with. One show. Oh my God. Let me try to like close this out. Okay, here we go. All right, kids. Alrighty, to be fair, rainbows have always been gay. You were a tie-dye shirt. You wear a tie-dye shirt to school in the 5th grade and your ass is being put in a locker. Okay, no, that is absolutely not true. And I'm going to tell you why. Maybe back in your day, but not so much now. So my daughter, was she a little bit older than 5th grade? We had a whole rainbow tie-dye birthday party. It was so much fun. They tie-dyed shirts. Everything was rainbow. This was before shit got out of hand, and they all wore their tie-dye shirts together to school, and it was so much fun. So, gay people don't support the rainbow anymore. I know it's true. They're over it too. But anyway, so things in my high school classroom that just make sense. We're going to go ahead and watch this video together. I have not seen it all the way through, so let's do it together. Make sure the volume is up. I do not want to have to read to this. First of all, I'm offended. I'm offended. Why do you have to take the Italian route? Why does it have to be Italian? I mean, get the F out of here with this. I'm offended. Now you're assuming that all Italians are gay? I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to move for this to be taken down. Okay, art by deaf. Why do you have to be deaf and queer? Why can't you just be a deaf person? I don't understand that. Yes, it is cultural appropriation, cannoli. It is. It's fucking what? What does this have to do with being gay? Let me tell you what the fucking old school guineas would say. They'd say, forget about it. Get out of here with your gay fucking ass and your rainbows. That's exactly what they would say. Because old school guineas don't support this shit. I'm telling you. They don't. That you would get your fucking ass handed to you if you came home with, what's about it? I want to be a boy instead of a girl, huh? Oh my God. I can't anymore with her. I can't. Goodbye. I got to get rid of this person. I can't. You're making a mockery, first of all. Why would you choose Italian music? Why? Yeah, what is even the connection that they're making here, Gord? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why this is forget about it, huh? What's the matter with you? That doesn't what is she saying? She doesn't even know how to what Hunty beat you to. Let me see. Time to get the Jacob. What did Jacob say? God created the rainbow as a promise to not destroy the earth with water again. Oh my God, that is beautiful. You know what? I don't think I even realized that. I absolutely love that. That should be put on a shirt. That should be put on a shirt. I absolutely love that so much. Really, I do. I do. Steven says, can I sue the rainbow for causing palpitations? See, and that's the thing. A rainbow is a sign of beauty. It's something that the earth created. You know, it's created on its own. So yeah, that is absolutely disgusting, and I don't understand. I would be pissed if if my daughter walked into a classroom and it had all that shit on there. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Okay, I really want to play this video, so we're gonna try to pull this up as quick as we can. This one made me want to throw up. I posted this on Twitter over the week, and we're gonna try to pull this up. There's so many good things that I have here that I still want to pull up that I can't because of freaking StreamYard. It's ridiculous. Let me hold on a second. Let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna hang on. Why can't I even log into my phone? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try something here. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone. So let me pull up my Google Doc where I get a bunch of stuff. And why we're talking about this, I wanted to bring up, where is it? There was this person. Oh gosh, where is it? Yeah, you guys, there's just too many videos that I want to play up. Hi, Mrs. Martin Muses. Thank you for stopping by. And Mike has bad knees. Good to see both of you. I'm having trouble again, Mrs. Martin Muses, like I did on Friday night with this StreamYard. I've been sitting here for the last minute or so trying to pull up a video, and it won't let me pull it. It's oh, bye, Stephen. Thank you. Appreciate you. It won't let me pull up video. So I don't know how much longer I can do this stream because this is really frustrating. And I have a lot of really interesting stuff I want to bring up, but I can't because of the delay. Gosh, you guys, this is really bad. Maybe I'll just have to save some stuff for next week and just kind of have a shorter stream here. Maybe I'll just do this as my last one. And then, try to bring some stuff over to next week. Hold on. I'm still trying to pull it up. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Talk amongst yourselves. You know, I have a bone to pick. I wore my hoops for Nosferatu, and he's not even here. And I even put that in the promo on my community page. All right, maybe we'll just play this one, and then I'll see if I have some stuff to read, and we'll call it a day, because you guys, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. I would have bailed a while ago. But this video right here, I feel like is important for, this is what I'm talking about too. There's no authority anymore, and everybody just wants to do what they want to do on their own terms and how they want to do it. And if you don't respect them, then basically you can go kick rocks. That this person doesn't have to change their thought process. It's your problem now if you don't agree with this person. And so once the video comes up, can't trust a vampire. I know, Mike, you can't. Like, I legit put him in my community shout out saying, hey, Nos, I'll be wearing my hoops for you. It's too bright for Nos to be out of his coffin. I know, but I really thought that he had like social media, like a connection in his coffin. Okay, we're going to listen to this real quick. This is somebody who is going to tell you how you can address them. And if anybody in the chat who actually has employees, please tell me if you would put up with it. I don't think Whitey's here anymore, but if Whitey, you're still around and you would put up with this shit, StreamYard took its medication and now it can't get it up. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's really bad, you guys. It's super bad. So if any of you are planning on doing a show and trying to like share shit, stream, I don't know if it's just me, but okay. Anyway, anybody in the chat who has any employees that you manage, please let me know if you would put up with this shit.
Two things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And I work in a store that is pretty much all women. So whenever they're like addressing us or when they're talking, they're always like, hey, ladies. So I've taken it upon myself as someone that is non-binary to use this to not listen. And whenever anyone addresses a group as ladies, I am not included. So when they say, hey, ladies, let's like stop talking, or hey, ladies, let's like get to work, I will do none of it because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. So I will not listen to anything that is said when it is started with, hey, ladies. I'm a lady, not a lady. A they.
Let me tell you guys something about this fucking StreamYard. This did this to me the other night too. When I was on the stream, it kicked me out. And it just said, oh, StreamYard, it's not your fault. Something went. Yeah, you guys, I'd fired a dude for picking his nose and wiping it on his cubicle before this bitch would be gone. Thank you. It's always the unattractive girls that are non-binary. 110%, Mike. 110%. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. It's because you're disgusting. I would refer to them as an ew. That's what I put on Twitter. You're an ew. An ew. That's how I refer to you. Well, listen, kids. I appreciate everybody who's hung out with me here. I'm just going to call this a day. StreamYard can suck a big one. It's ruining my show. I had a lot more stuff to talk about, but it's just not going to work out for me today. So let's get to some plugs. Let's see. So tomorrow might be worth trying a different browser. Canoli's gonna have to look at it because I don't know if he's gonna have problems tomorrow. I don't know if he's gonna have problems tomorrow. The StreamYard, the last 2 times we've used it, just completely shuts me down. Completely just shuts me down and it's like, something went wrong. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, thank you, Gord. Thank you. And Bohan, I will see you next week as well. I appreciate you. So tomorrow night is MMM. They are doing the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, which is the 4-hour situation, but they're only doing 2. So tomorrow night's part 1, 6:05 p.m. on Cannoli Sasquatch's channel. We will be back on Friday for the Cannoli Connection, and we're going to be interviewing Theme Park Casual. So look forward to that over on Cannoli's channel because, he's monetized. So we got to do everything over there. But listen, I'm working on it, you guys. I'm like almost to 400 subscribers. So tell your friends to subscribe to me because I run shitty shows like this. Anyway, I'll be back next Sunday with lots more stuff. I promise. Is BA going to be at the Snyder Cut? He's not going to be at the Snyder Cut. There's been a lot of people that wanted that, but I just don't think it would be the right angle. Yes, Words of Paradise is on. So Leon's on tomorrow night as well. So it'll be nice. You guys should stop by. Their streams are always fun. They really are. And I'll be back next Sunday. If I'm missing anything, just check my community page. Cannoli has his community page listed. I guess that's it, you guys. I do appreciate you very much. I'm not even going to close out the stream. Like, I'm not going to play an ending. Thanks, Zax, for sticking around. Thank you for all of you who stuck around through this shit show. I hope it was a semi-decent stream. I did my best. The things I didn't get to talk about this week, I'll just pull over to next week because there was a lot of really good stuff. B.A. Turner's initials spell bat. It all makes sense. Exactly. I know. All right, you guys, I'm just going to end the stream. Mrs. Sassy, I don't know if it's the same problem. I've started restarting my router before I go on stream. It seems to help. Yeah, I'm going to put Cannoli on it. He does all this shit. I think he was going to try to do that during the stream on Friday when I completely cut out too. I had the same problem. But thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the Twitters, the X's, whatever they call it. I'll see you guys around. Take care. And as always, stay sassy. I'm ending it now, and you're just going to watch my face. And we're ending, and